Hello, hello, ladies. This is your faithful friend, Sandra Graves. And today, no, I'm not having any Bible study today. This has nothing to do with the Bible. This is to do with life. And the topic today is what makes a man respect you? Why are you not getting the respect that you believe that you should be getting? And I am 48 years old, and I used to be young once. And I want to be able to share this with you about, I don't care if you are you know, single mom, or if you're a single girl, or whatever age you are, as long as there is a man close in your life, somewhere around in your life, or you are interested in a man, then this conversation is for you. And what I want to share with you, first of all, I want you to understand that your name is all you have. Okay? Your name is all you have. And when you destroy your name, you destroy who you are. And that's what I want to share with you today. So please pay close attention, because when you destroy your name, it is hard for you to get it back. That's what I'm telling you. It is hard for you to get back that name. So as a single mom, I have made a decision long time ago not to bring men in front of my kids, because I experienced that when I was younger, from my mom, from my aunts, from different people around me in the neighborhood. And I saw that these single mothers was having dates, and there's nothing wrong with them dating, but they would bring the dates in front of their kids. And if they had 7 or 10 dates or more dates in 1 week, the kids got to meet those dates. There's a problem there. There's not only a problem there with the kids knowing that there's no such thing as a relationship, there's such thing as inconsistency, but that the man that you actually pick up could be pedophiles, because pedophiles become romantic and attentive, and they try to shelter you and shower you with all this attention, because because they want to get close to your kids. So that's one thing that I want you to get close to closely understand. However, if you're a single woman and you are in the dating chapter of your life, please, my love, please be careful. I don't have a problem with you dating. I have a problem with you dating too much, with having no control over your dating. There's no problem in dating. It's in your name. What are you doing with your name? Let me tell you something. When you are dating, and you are dating one man each day, two men each day, every week, people don't know what you are doing. They don't. They don't know what you are doing. They only can tell by what they see. And what they see, although we want to act like if we don't care what people say, we do care, because people carry our name in their mouth, and they can destroy it, or they can praise it and make it better. And that's the reason why, although we cannot have our lives driven by people, we have to be careful what we do with our own lives. And when you're doing that, example, if you have lunch with Paul in the morning, and you have breakfast with Peter, and if you have dinner with Jonathan in the evening, someone see you. Which one of these men are yours? Which one of these are you sleeping with? Oh, is she sleeping with all of them? Guess what? No, you have a name that you're sleeping with all of these men. You might not be sleeping with any of them. And I'm not saying you cannot hang out with friends if there's a distance. I'm not saying that you cannot hang out with friends when you are with other friends. I am saying when you're one on one in a close relationship, holding hands, or it's like a romantic date that you are having, getting to know each other, and you are doing this every week, every day, how many times a day? You are destroying your name. It's your name. And once you destroy your name, you cannot get it back. Men are going to give you what you are willing to give. And if you respect yourself, they will give you respect. But if you don't respect yourself, they're not going to give you respect. And that's the conversation that I want to have with you today. In order for you to be respected, for people to respect you, for men to respect you, you have to set high standards. What I mean by high standards, I mean that you have to identify who you want to be treated, who you are, and what you are. Do you allow a man to scream at you? Would you allow a man to touch you? Would you allow a man to just slap you around? Would you allow a man to just ignore you whenever he feel like it? There are certain standards that you have to set even before you go on a date. Once you set those standards, it stays. So when you have those standards set and something comes up, you can't speak up because you already know what it is. But if you don't know what it is, you're going to be uncomfortable with something. You're going to get an attitude. You're going to get an attitude with him and all that, but you don't know what it is because you have not established those standards. And you have to be able to do that. If a man screams at you, even in a joking way, and your standard is men should not be screaming at me, you will say, Paul, please don't do that again. I don't like for people to scream at me, especially men, and I'm not going to accept that. If you continue to scream at me, we are not going to be able to talk. You have to set standard. A man that disrespects you one time, he's going to disrespect you a second time. He's going to disrespect you a third time. And on the fourth time, maybe the third time, he's going to punch you because you are not respecting yourself. You have to respect yourself. You can joke around, but be careful how you joke around. You can play around, but be careful how you play around. You have to set those standards. I see some girls, what they do is that they are talking to someone and they slap for everything. Oh, they keep slapping the guy. And guess what? Eventually that gets annoying and he's going to slap you back. You don't want that. Please don't play like that. Don't play using bad words with each other, because when you do that, he's going to use it against you. He's going to call you a bitch. He's going to call you a HOE, I think it is, right? He's going to call you all kind of stuff, and you're going to joke about it. You're going to laugh. No, mommy, no, don't do that. You need to put a stand on it, a stop on it from the beginning, because if you don't do so, he's going to do so. And by that time, it's going to be too late. You cannot ask him to give what you want to give into yourself. So if you call yourself a BATCH, he's going to call you a BATCH and treat you like a BATCH. That's the reason why, my love, please set standards. It doesn't matter what age you are, as long as you are dating. It doesn't matter if you're a single mom. If you are dating, set standards for yourself. And don't let anybody deviate from those standards. Those standards are going to give you a great name or a trashy name. Those are the standards you are going to set for yourself. Example, if you are hanging out with all these men and nobody knows, but when you are with them, you have set standards, you have respected yourself, guess what's going to happen? Whenever they hear someone saying something bad about you in a negative way, they're going to say, oh, no. She's not like this. You're wrong. She actually was very respectful. You got it wrong. But it is you who have to set those standards. If you say one thing and you do something else, you broke your own law of standards right there. When I was younger, I used to say, all men are dogs. The reality is that I was wrong. And you are wrong if you're saying that all men are dogs, because when you say that all men are dogs, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get dogs in your life. They're going to bark. They're going to bite. They're going to spit at you. They're going to do all kind of you. They're going to treat you like a dog because you said all men are dogs. So therefore, a dog is going to treat its female partner like a dog. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to set high standards for yourself. It doesn't matter what age you are. You have to decide what it is that you want for your life, how you want to be treated, how you want to be talked to. There was long time ago, I was dating this man, and we went out on a date together, right? And it was like a maybe fifth date or something like that. And he met someone that he saw someone that he haven't seen in a long time. And he went and talked to the person, and Lee left me standing there. And he kept talking, and I'm waiting, and he left me standing there. 10, 15 minutes have went by. I left. And when I left, I didn't contact him again. Next time he saw me, he says, "What happened? We were having a great date. And then I was talking to a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. I didn't see him like when I seen him when we was a kid. And then you disappeared. You disrespected me. The first thing you should have done, even if you didn't want to say, this is my girlfriend, because you don't have to, this is my friend, and just introduce me and let it go. I will understand, but you would have given me this respect that I deserved, and you didn't. So therefore, I don't put up with it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen again. It happened again when he saw people, friends, or people that he saw from work or whatever. You know what he did? He stopped to introduce me as his friend and later as his girlfriend, but he stopped to introduce me. That is called respect. It is something that they should teach you at home, but if they don't teach you this at home, it is something that you have to acquire for yourself. Respect. A man that doesn't respect you when he meets you, he's going to disrespect you during the relationship and after. My love, you have to respect yourself, but you cannot know what respect looks like if you don't identify it. You have to set those standards, set limitations. You have to be able to do that. You know, there's a lot of women that when they meet a guy, he buy them flowers, then he buy her a gift, then he buy her a dress, then he buy her a car, and she feels so special. He's so romantic. No, he's not romantic. He's controlling. Little by little, he's buying you, buying you, buying you. And eventually he feels he owns you. So he can tell you when to take it off, what to put on, how to do your hair. He can tell you anything he wants, whenever he wants, because he purchased you. You are not for sale. You belong to God, not to men. You are not for sale. But when you allow this to happen because it's romantic, he will disrespect you and he will treat you like trash. He will treat you like garbage. He will treat you like you are disposable. There was this guy that when I was at my friend's house, and I saw him, he had a Mexican girlfriend, he had a white girlfriend, he had a black girlfriend, he had a Chinese girlfriend, he had a lot of women. And I saw all of them. And each one of these women thought that they were special to this man. And I was so mad because I keep seeing all these different women. And I said, why you do this to this woman? He says, they don't respect themselves. I'm not going to respect them. Women are like a soda. You can open up whichever you want, taste them, and dispose of them at your leisure. That hurt me. I wanted to slap him and destroy him, but guess what? I respect myself and I could not do that. But I did tell him off. And you know what? When I tried to tell one of these women what was happening, one of them that was with him, oh, she says, I know. He told me about that, but you know what? I don't want a serious relationship either. He's so good to me. She was so in love with him. And she was willing to put up with whatever trash she was willing to throw her way because she felt like she was trash. And most men that are trash, they know how to pick up women that feel like trash. And I am telling you right now, you have to decide if you are going to be trash or not. It is a decision that you have to make. But no one can make you a queen, a princess, without your consent. You have to believe that you deserve better. You have to believe that you are special. You have to believe it. Otherwise, this romantic guy is going to turn into your abuser. And later, that abuser might take your life. You have to respect yourself. Stop trying to be who he wants you to be instead of who you desire to be. There is a difference. You can love somebody, but it doesn't mean that you have to cater to every one of their needs. Not even God, that is God, cater to all our needs. And some men want you to cater to all of their needs. Stop. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, he's not going to respect you. He's not going to honor you and protect you and love you. He's going to use you, abuse you, and trash you. Please, please decide what is it that you want, what is it that you want to be, and who you want to be with. Decide who you want to be talked to, and then hold on to that. It is all up to you. If you give a man your hand and he take your body, your arm, it's because you let him. If you give a man your arm and he takes your body, it's because you let him. And I'm not talking about sexual abuse. That's a different topic for another time. I am talking about respecting yourself, defining what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. That's how a man is going to respect you. Another thing, like I said before, giving it up too soon. Be careful with that. I used to do that. He speak to you really nicely, and oh baby, that you are so beautiful. I have never seen a woman like you before. Like you are so special to me. If you accept me into your life, I will change my own life. I will follow you to the ends of the earth. He will follow you, and he will follow the other one and the other one, as long as you spread your leg and give it up. And I'm not talking about holding it like it is a trophy. It is yours, and you should protect it, and you should respect it, because we want to say, hey, if before he used me, I'm going to use him. Before he do whatever he wants with me, I'm going to take advantage of him. No, mama, let me explain to you something. You're a woman, and you have a cave. And when something enter the cave, when dust enter the cave, when garbage enter the cave, it dirties it. Men have a mountain. Some don't, but they do. And it can be clean, it can be dust off, but you have a cave and it can get dirty. And when you allow anybody to enter and come in and out like traffic, they will treat you like traffic. And what happened in traffic? People throw trash. They do. So you have to be careful. You have to protect yourself. And when you respect yourself, you create a name for yourself because you are your own product. It's not only business that we are a product. You are your own product, and the way that you treat yourself, men and others will treat you in the same way. So really, give it up on the first date, and he is going to do the same with you. He's going to treat you like trash. Doesn't matter if you met him today and you have sex with him today and you still with him. He's always going to remember what you did, and there's going to be doubts in his head. Example: there are women that used to be prostitutes or what you call it, dancers or strippers. When a man meets you, immediately he already have set standards for you, what you can do or what you cannot do. There was a video going around. I have to eat my candy. There was a video going around on YouTube or whatever. And in that video, the woman, she wanted to trick her boyfriend. And she told him that she wanted to strip because they didn't have money. So then she wanted to see what he was going to say. He told her, it's okay. As long as you bring me the money, it's okay. All she got was in a relationship, was a new pimp. Because he knew her as a stripper. He tipped her as a stripper. She did lap dancing on his leg. So he knew all of this already. So in his mind, he understood that this could happen again. So once you present yourself in a certain way, people are going to treat you that way. It doesn't mean you cannot change. It doesn't mean people don't change. An unfaithful man can stop being unfaithful, but he have to decide that for the right reasons, not because you tell him to do that. People can change. I know that people can change, but it's a decision that they have to make for themselves. Not a decision that you make for them. They have to make the decision to change. So please, women, respect yourself so that others can respect you. If you don't respect yourself, men and others will not respect you. I was talking about in my Spanish program earlier, because I also do this in Spanish. And the man said, all men are unfaithful. No, that is wrong. Just like all men are not dog, all men are not unfaithful, and all women are not unfaithful. They have women that are unfaithful. They have women that act like bitch. They have men that act like dogs. They have them. But everybody is not the same. Every woman is not an idiot. Every man is not a fool. Every man is not a cheater. Every woman is not a cheater. Everybody is not unfaithful. And if you were, you can change. You know, the point is that we have an amazing gift, and that's the gift to change our life. And to change, we can do amazing things. But if you decide that you cannot change, you will not change. If you decide that you are trash, you will live like trash. If you decide that you are unfaithful, you will always be unfaithful. If you decide that you're what you learn, and that is what you're going to live. I learned a lot of bad things from my family. It doesn't mean I decide that I want to live it through. I decide I want this and I want that. They went left, I want to go right. They go down, I want to go up. You have to make that decision. It's not easy. I know it's not easy, but it's possible. You can make that decision. You do not have to allow Anybody that disrespect you or abuse you is a decision that you have to make before you enter any relationship, before you do that. And one thing that I want you to be clear of, if you want a man to respect you, choose your words carefully. There's women that like to say bad words to the men, curse them out. Oh, don't be a, oh, you are. And then they turn around and curse you out. And then you say, don't talk to me like that. But you started. So now he have to be a gentleman and don't say it? Well, a man that respects himself, he will not allow you to change him. But if he's a weak man and you say something to him, and he's going to give it back to you. You know, years ago, right after I married my husband, he said, I was arguing with him. If you heard what I said, I was arguing with him like I was used to doing before. Blah, 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 blah. Loud mouth, blah, 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 blah. He was quiet. And he said, please, I love my wife. And when my wife shows up, please tell her that I want to talk to her. Not this woman that is in front of me. I want to talk to my wife, the woman that I married. He didn't scream at me. He didn't disrespect me. That was the first time I talked like that with him. I had to think about that. I was used to doing it in my past relationship. In my other relationship, if somebody did something wrong to me, I just screamed at them and told them off. It was wrong. He never cursed me out. I don't curse him out. I don't say bad words to him. I don't hit him. He don't hit me. Because there's something called respect. And one thing that I learned is that respect is something that you earn. It's not something that you can force anybody to give you. People give it to you because they're learning from you. They're watching you. And according to your behavior, they will respect you or not. Whenever I am with my husband's friends, they respect me because I respect them. Some of them might not like me, and I don't like some of them. But respect is there. So you can respect someone without liking them. It's true. You just have to keep a distance from them. But it's possible. So you have to decide if you want to keep this relationship or not. You have to decide if you're going to allow someone to treat you like trash or treat you like a princess, like a queen that you are. It is up to you. But if you say, oh, I love him, oh, you know, we take the flowers and we go. Can't even rip this thing. We say, he love me? He doesn't love me. He love me? He doesn't love me. Honey, if you have to do that, he doesn't love you. He doesn't want you. Because a man that cares about you, that love you, that have any feelings for you, he's going to show it. Doesn't matter if he's shy. It doesn't matter whatever he is. If he cares about you, he's going to show you with actions. Not words. Actions. That's something that I learned the hard way. So please, stop making excuses. Stop holding on to trash. Get rid of the garbage that you have accumulated in your life and decide, what are your standards? What is it that you want for your life? How are you going to allow a man to speak to you? How are you going to speak to a man? How are you going to behave in front of a man? It is all up to you. But whatever it is that you do, remember, you are building a great name for yourself, or you are stepping on the name that your parents gave you. and that is hard to come back. So choose your words carefully. Set high standards for yourself, and make sure that you realize that if you allow him to disrespect you and you continue that relationship, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. And I know that you deserve the best. You deserve greater things because God said so. But you have to believe it. Although I didn't allow any man to hit me, I did allow them to disrespect me at one point or another because I allowed them to disrespect my body. You don't have to allow them. At one point in your life, it's not going to make you feel any special. Bringing every man, every date in front of your kids, it's not going to make you feel special or your kids special. Once you determine what respect means to you, what your standards are, and you begin to implement them, you're going to see that you're going to find a different of men, because all men are not dogs and all women are not bitch. All men are not the same. I have a husband and I have a son and I have friends that I know that are wonderful. I also know men that are unfaithful, men that behave like dogs, and women that behave like female dogs. And guess what? They are different because they chose different. You are different because you chose different. But today is what you decide you want to be tomorrow. The past is not who you are. You are who you decide to be today, and it's going to be implemented in your tomorrow. But you are not who you were. Remember that. If you were promiscuous, if you were whatever, if you were easy, if they disrespected you, if someone slapped you at some point in your life, they don't have to slap you again. You have to make that decision right now to respect yourself, because you deserve the best. And if you don't deserve your best, someone is going to find it upon themselves to give you less than the best. And you're going to take it because you don't believe it. You don't believe that you deserve the best. I say, you deserve the best. Will manage for you. And when they manage your mind, they will manage you. How to sit down, how to stand up, what to say and what not to say, how to look, and how not to look, because you have given them the power over you. And nobody deserves that power. Only God. No one else. God gave you power to be a beautiful woman, a queen, a wise woman, a powerful woman, a woman that is to be respected and to be honored. And if you don't allow that, they can't do it. You are trying to serve God and you are living with a man, and he is not respecting you because he's not going to marry you. He's getting the milk for free. So if he's getting the milk for free, why buy it? Think about that. I'm going to leave you with that thought, but don't forget that on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm in my show. At the bottom of this video, you are going to find that information in Vivo Live, where I interview others on motivational subject, personal success, opportunities. I interview others on different topics. But on Mondays at 11 a.m., I usually go live with Bible studies. Yes, I give Bible studies on Mondays at 11 a.m. And whenever I cannot give those Bible studies at 11 a.m. live, what I do is I load video before 11 a.m. so that it can help you and encourage you for you to have an amazing week. And that's what I wish you, an amazing week. If you have a topic that you want me to share with you, please send me an email to info@mysandragraves.com. Again, info@mysandragraves.com. Or if you want to be part of the show and you're an expert in a particular area, please send an email to info at